Welcome back to another battle, everybody. Today we're playing fixed capitals on the Alcatraz map. We're playing as a green player. Out of the... What position are we? We are the first position, obviously. I just chose my capital. We're playing as green. We'll accept Black's alliance. Pink goes down there. That's so good. I'm so glad Pink did that. Black should go on the 2 here. Blue might cap directly in front of me. That's fine. If he caps on the 2 or the 4 here, that's fine. I'll throw alliances to all my cohorts. My hope with capping on my 5 here was that the pink player would not cap behind me. That was my only concern, is that he would cap behind me. Blue could still cap behind me. With red in here, blue might cap behind me, or he caps behind pink. A lot of material over here. Or he caps in front of me, which is less concerning. Black is my ally. Black has a very good start. White, I'm not sure where white goes. White might cap in there with black just to try to keep the game alive, or he quits, right? Like, I don't know that I'd love seeing that position. Blue has an interesting decision to make because he's going to almost certainly inconvenience everybody or anybody. Somebody, I guess is what I'm trying to say, with any cap other than like this 3. And he does go behind pink. He doesn't go behind me. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. White goes in the middle. Not surprised by that. I think what we do... I think I hit through this. Or do I want to... Blue shouldn't add. Nobody should add here to hit me. So I think my best bet is actually take here, fortify over here. Because I don't have easy card takes in the middle of the board. I don't want to get in red's way. Yeah, I'm going to leave that as an 8 cap. If blue slow rolls me, blue slows. Yeah, sure. We'll fortify this way. I'll throw blue a thumbs up. But the idea behind this position back here is that, yes, I could bring the troops back, but I don't want pink to get any ideas of trying to take this bonus behind me. I think that hurts me more than blue potentially trying to slow roll me with a 12 on 8. If he slow rolls me with a 12 on 8, he doesn't get anything on this capital, and white just takes it, right? So I don't think that is a wise choice. Pink makes what I would deem to be a pretty intelligent play of self-preservation. Black loses 2 on a 2, so that should be a stop. Pull one of these 4s in. Smart play by Black. I like Black. I like Black's game already. He's got the best bonus on the board, in my opinion, because the plus 12 you almost never hold. So the 8 becomes the best bonus. Obviously, if you have a 1-point hold on Stockade or Basement or whatever, you're looking a little bit better. If I'm red here, what is your take? The 4? All right, yeah, the 4 works. If you're blue, what is your take? Because blue shouldn't take cards back here until he absolutely has to. But I'm not sure. Maybe he hits my 2. 5 on 2, or adds 2 troops here, the rest behind, something like that. Or he tries to slow roll my cap. That is a possibility. You get perfect dice, you're golden, you're fine, whatever. Then you're operating in thwarting position and holding something. But the other thing is, if he does decide to aggress me here, we have means of dealing with that. But he is going to put everything back here. I'm wondering if he stays off cap. I'm wondering if he keeps his troops off cap, because now you're running a risk of not getting cards back here. You have to commit to other spots. People, okay, it's a half and half. Yeah, I think that's a smart choice. Leave some troops on, but also ensure that you get cards down here, assuming people try to remove your positions on other parts of the board. Now, red did not move off this 4 here. I think I'm going to add... I think I might just take my bonus on this turn. I should have the juice to do it. White is being super strange with his troop placement. This is an attempt to slow down. I might actually not even hit that. He does hit it, but I would almost consider not even hitting that. If you're going to put troops behind black like he just did, which again, yeah, this is what you do. You point at him, right? Force him to hit your stuff. Try to slow him down from the bonus take. I think that is absolutely the correct choice. The problem is... This is... Can I hit here with 2 troops? I can. I wanted to bring back a heftier fortify. There's an 80... It's 89% roll to hit like that. It's a little bit risky. But I wanted maximum troops on my capital. Pink fails that roll. He now has next to nothing to bring back into cap. Loses 4 on the roll on blue. Oh no. Black wants me to hit white. And I'm not sure I have the means to do that. Sorry if I was blocking some of these territories down here. I've moved the board up. We'll leave it like this. I normally put myself in the middle, but I don't have to do that anymore with the changes they made to this map. Interesting troop count. 4 on 2. I'm surprised he didn't commit more there. You would end up bringing that stuff back to cap anyway, but he actually, it's fruitful for him. And now white's whole position. I'm not going to help black. I don't know how he wants me to do that. Okay, yeah, thumbs up. But honestly, I don't think that that's going to work. I don't love red putting troops here. I hope this doesn't end up hitting my 6. If red's wise, he should hit blue, force blue out of these external areas into pink's back, because red could eventually win the pink capital if blue's forced to stack on him the whole time. We already have our bonus. The first player with a bonus. I don't think anybody has the means to come hit me, which is good. At least not right now. Unless, again, blue tried the slow roll, but I don't anticipate that happening. So we're looking pretty good, you know. White will be up to 36 troops after this turn, but we'll get 9 immediately after. We'll level out in 2 turns on our troop quantity compared to white. And red does hit white. Does he sit here? Because if he hits white here, he doesn't hit white there. So my anticipation from white here would be 1 troop here, hit, fortify. That's I don't dislike that play by blue. I'm not upset about that actually at all. I think that's a perfectly fine choice. Now, I don't want to take that card in front of me right now, so I'm not going to. Eventually, removal of blue is probably not a bad idea. Why white is committing? I think white might even hit. He's going to hit pink, and you would think this fortify would go back to his capital, but I think this fortify is going to go onto the 5 up at the top. No, it does come back to cap. Okay, cool. That is surprising, to say the least. Black wants me to hit white. I'm not in a position to hit white right now. Pink is actually pretty card blockable. Hits my 3. I probably could have moved that and given him a better take there. He wants me to hit white, but it's just not in my best interest to do that right now. Hit my 2. Hits the 5 and only loses 2. Good roll for him. But every turn that black doesn't have that bonus is a turn that we create more of a gap between me and him, because it's going to diminish after that point. Red continues committing off of capital and hits me. That seemed... Okay, I'm going to be honest. That was idiotic for multiple reasons. One, if you wanted to get here, the path of least resistance is through white's 5, not my 5. And also, why burn all of those troops? Ooh, blue has to take the red card down here. Loses 3 doing so. Now this is interesting because white will pull this 4 out. I have to lock my cap off now because of red hitting me there. The whole goal was to take troops out in the middle. I'm not sure why red did that. White hits with the 4. Leaves those troops behind black. The thing is, the reason white's strategy here I don't think is going to work. I don't have a trade in. Attack out. I'm going to leave this as a 10. So I don't want to get card blocked. I don't have enough troops to justify that. He probably hits black here, right? Hits red. Oh man, he hits red. I would have hit black there. I would try to force the black player into hits on black trades. Yeah, this is why I don't like white's strategy here. Loses 10, like that's great and all. Now he's got the bonus. So now he's got the bonus. So your efforts as the white player to steal this capital I think if you're white, you should have just capped behind black. Because, like, maybe white has a set now. Also leaving 10 exposed, like, if white does have a trade, tries to slam the cap, slow roll the cap, whatever, gets good dice. We could do something about it, go steal it. Because black's cap is probably the best capital on the board for a fixed cards game. You know, in progressive, I'd argue blue's just gonna... Okay, blue does take cards up here. In progressive, I'd say, okay, white's cap is the most central. It's probably the most difficult to card block. But in fixed, black's holding the best bonus. Nobody's got a 1-point hold on both of the +6s, just one of them, and there's 2 people capped in that. So I just don't anticipate that being super impactful. I think we're going to end up having a long game here just because somebody's going to need to commit to something. And the issue with not hitting white at all previously is now black might not be happy with my lack of effort, but I want to stall as long as possible in terms of I want to stall as long as possible in terms of like card availability and or bonus availability for him. If red leaves this 5 here, which I actually would do, you know, block pink from getting cards is probably a good idea. Now, unfortunately, because white played this the way that he did, we might actually get lucky enough where I think black starts rolling on the 6 on the bottom, which is smart. And then I also think black maybe even tries to take white out of the game. It's not a bad idea, but he's almost already stronger than me. 2 more turns and he'll be the same size as me. So I don't love that. Eventually, we are going to have to trap blue back here, but there's a very realistic possibility that black... I would leave the 6 there if you're red. Last-ditch effort, yeah. Don't let pink get any cards. Or, I don't know, I guess there's a trading zone back here. I think the key... Let blue continue trading in the middle. So black takes this final card, eventually closes his cap off. Once black closes his cap off... If they don't share in here, although I think that pink is going to hit either red or... what is this? I don't like this. He might clear blue out of here now. No. Okay. I'm keeping troops off cap intentionally because at the end of the day, like, my cap's not that great. If it was this position, it might have been slightly better. Yeah, this is what I anticipated happening, and I think this is going to be met with unfun repercussions. Brings back to cap. I mean, red's going to be forced to set here. Black is forced to take this card, so you hope that blue continues taking in the middle of the board. I don't want him to stop. I don't want him to block pink here because we don't want black to get any more cards here. Oh. Red comes off completely. I'm curious about how black values positioning in this game and strength. If black has a trade on 3, maybe we see him go eliminate red. What I would do is the blue player here. I would not give black a card. I would take your card specifically on the red player spot up there, right here. Dump the rest of your troops down below, and hope that black comes off his capital and gets excited and tries to eliminate red. Instead, he quits. So I'm not sure that's what we were hoping for. But it is interesting. Maybe white will do the same thing. Hit red. He either opens... Oh, blue's back. Throw the alliance back. Yeah. White's going to hit red. I'm not going to do anything here. We have a normal trade-in. We have a full trade-in. I might as well take it. I obviously am not going to go eliminate red. That's not in my best interest. So I am still stronger than black. I'm not sure how I'm so much stronger than him. I guess a trade-in... I did trade, but I was still bigger than him. He'll get up quite a bit here. I don't want him to get cards back here, though. This is not what we wanted. I forgot about pink needing to take a card back there. I don't know why you would put that there. Why you wouldn't just play off the 4 that you already have back there. So, yeah, so he's not going to go for red. I almost wonder if we want to open up white, and white just recognizes not having a bonus is not in his best interest. The black being allowed to trade back here is not good for us. Now the question is, he's only going to want to take 1 card per turn. Eventually we could have a position where blue and pink reach some sort of standstill. If blue is still here, right? They left on the previous turn. They've supposedly come back. I mean, eventually I can weasel them out of here. White takes there. White trades. I don't want to open up white's capital. I can see white just wiping blue out of the middle. But I think he wants to make sure he still gets cards. Slow burn. Sometimes these fixed cards games turn into a little bit of a slow burn. Black is, once he trades, he'll probably be about the same size as me. So the idea here, my mindset is that if pink and black are both, or sorry, if pink and blue are both hitting black down in here on the same turn, and black only takes 1 card, maybe he takes 2, but if he takes 2, he's essentially losing 2 troops per turn off of his upper stack. So the idea is either you force that, or at a minimum, he eventually gets removed from here. Now, the other issue is that red is kind of screwed himself here. Oh, pink has gone MIA now. We'll see if that persists. No, he's not. Not permanently gone. So pink is an interesting... pink and white are kind of the interesting tests here, right? If red hits this territory or this territory, do either of these players just say, screw it, I'm going to eliminate him? Oh. No, I guess that total commitment there made sense. Yeah, I'm wondering if either of those players just say screw it and knock him out. Because particularly the white player, right? Because I don't think pink is going to, as long as pink has a trader behind him, I don't think he's going to want to make a move on this position. Because if he eliminates red, blue probably just eliminates him. I don't want to open up white to myself at all. Back on a... Am I back on a trade? I am not on a trade. There's pink's trade. Hits behind himself. The other question is, does red just go back to cap once that happens? I don't know. Once red hits here, does he retreat? Or does black sees red on 5 cards, goes for red right now, knowing it'll trade him now and trade him again on the next turn. Take a hit. You run the risk of white coming and hitting you, but white doesn't have a set. So that begs the question. Like, I don't know. If I'm black, I wouldn't add anything back here. I think you just got 23 troops. I actually think now might have been the time to get red out of here. Oh, but if you make the move to knock blue out of here. Interesting. Interesting. See, that's risky because I could open up white, hit black. That is not what I anticipated. That is not the maneuver I anticipated, was black locking his cap off. It does get him an extra territory. It also blocks pink in a future turn. And this is the moment I'm waiting for to see if the ball drops here. Does pink, because black will have, this is actually smart from black. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Red just gave his cap to white if white wants it. Otherwise, he gave it to black. Red's basically sacrificed his game here at the expense of pink. I'm not sure why pink is the player that you've sacked your game into. Yeah, this is quite possibly the least surprising thing I've ever seen. We have to remain well positioned here. Does he not take? He doesn't take it. If I'm black, I'm thinking I'm taking that. Now, I don't want to have to split between 2 caps, and I don't want to put that level of a radar on myself. I'm not trying to put that kind of attention on myself, personally, of sealing this. But red could also just block white from getting in here if he wants to hold this. But I think black probably just goes in here. No, they are not. It's a completely undefended capital, and nobody wants it. Red's got a decision to make. We have a full trade in cell room north, 2nd floor hall, telegraph office. What do those entail? I would leave this here. If your goal is to hold this, he does leave it there because now white likely won't break. I think we want cell room north. Hits on black. Just take our add 1. Hit black. Retreat. Or hit blue, I guess. That closes my stack off, though. I don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll hit black. White does trade. If I'm white, I think you gotta knock. I think you gotta knock blue out of here. Yeah, there you go. That's well played. That forces blue to take the cards down here. It also forces black to potentially open up pink, who's not going to have a card on this next turn. Unless he trades. He could trade and cream through black here. And black likely doesn't retain any of that additional material down there. Cell room north is what we want, right? That's this one. Yeah. I'm going to. I don't know how black expects me to attack white. I'm going to be honest. I don't really know how he expects me to attack white. Does he hit it? He doesn't hit it. I would have knocked black out of here personally. That's fine. I'm good with that, brother. You taking your 1 card up here? We're both on 12 territories. I'll hit white. Actually, that makes a little bit more sense why I would hit white on the next turn. No, you don't get to reduce me 1 card, bro. Oh, he's trying to block white. Okay, wait. No, but you didn't need... That was my territory. You didn't need to hit me there. There is a way this works, though. Oh, shoot. Yeah, white's just gonna get the card here now. Red's holding the bonus, dude. This is so funny. But he knocked me. Black knows what he's doing, man. You knew what you were doing with that. I was getting an extra troop. I was getting 10 a turn. And he double hits me, but then hits here. So he's still going to be on 12 after I retake this. So I'll just hit both. He didn't need to hit me here. We could have had a nice little relationship where he holds boom, boom, and all of this for 12. I hold all of this and then this territory for 12, and we're golden. I'm wondering if blue doesn't take a card here. I would, personally. Because then you can just trade infinitely back here with pink. It doesn't gift black any extras. I'm interested to see what white does, because white is the weakest player on the board. Technically, pink is the weakest player on the board. White is the second weakest player on the board, and I understand white has 3 more troops than red. That won't not likely last unless he does something about it. So how does white behave here? What is the result of white's plans, right? Because he's open. This is the first time white's cap's been open since like turn 3. So what is your goal? What do you do? Do you take red out? Do you hit black? Apparently the answer is you hit black and make me far and away the strongest players. I'm not going to hit either of you. But they understand. I just wanted... Oh, wait. Did I miscalculate that? He was on 14 before. Oh, because he had an extra territory down here. I did not calculate that appropriately. I'm wondering if he slams me. Or he groups up to try to hit white and take white out of the game. It probably is in my best interest to work with white. I'm going to be honest. It's probably in my best interest to work with white. Does blue take this card? That's my question. Because the pin could drop here. He does not. I would have taken that card, personally. I don't think I leave black down there. I'm very surprised white chipped like that. I think he was looking for me to help him. Black's been quote-unquote an ally, but he hasn't done anything that makes me feel that he's an ally, because he hasn't been the one to actually make a move on anybody. And it's hard to do on somebody with a cap like this. Got pink on board now. Attack red. Sure. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. I think that is an amicable way of moving this game along. I'm the strongest player in the game. It's only fair that I make some sort of effort like that. White broke our alliance for some reason. Even though my beef wasn't with him. Oh, so black's moving out of the way. So blue broke our blue left and then never accepted our alliance. Red re-accepted. White broke our alliance because I wouldn't hit black for him. I'll hit red. I think hitting red is fair. We might as well keep the players without bonuses weak. Red was starting to get a little too strong. Now he's again the second weakest player on the board with no cards and a cap staring at pink. Now, that's not going to do it for you. So now blue can feel comfortable coming forward. This is actually a really interesting nuance here, because pink will take a card on this next turn. Red leaves this stacked there. Very intrigued by all of this. Black will pass us on troops again because I chose to hit red. How much did I lose hitting that 18? That's what I only lost 13, so it's kind of a wash. White's going to be forced to come off of this position. White hits my 10 because I wouldn't play along with black. Interesting. I don't understand that play at all. I want them desperately to knock black out of this back position. I don't know that blue opens up pink, though, when pink's on a set. I wouldn't put more back there, but alas, he does. Weird play by white. White hits me there. You're not progressing the game. It almost makes me think these two have secretly in cahoots, not teaming or anything, just like have alliances with each other that don't make a whole lot of sense. I don't think the issue here, I don't think black's going to take a card, or blue's going to take this card. I don't know how you want me. I don't know how black wants me to attack white. I don't have the means to do that. I'm not going to feed you the win. He does take the card. I wouldn't have done that. Joker is nice. Like, do you roll the odds here? To me, pink and blue are cooked. I don't like that they've left black back here. But neither of them is going to commit to the removal of black. There we go. Black is actually working as an ally now. This is very good for me. And that might actually irritate white, that maneuver there. Because white didn't like when we broke red before. White didn't like that I ignored his advances on black and bypassed that and went and broke red before. Now, white is almost certainly going to take his card here. He might come hit me. The issue is white doesn't have a leg to stand on here, so the more that he hits us, the more likely it is that he just removes himself from the game. And eventually, I'm thinking pink might bail on this backwards position and just try to live. I wish blue would have reaccepted our alliance after he left that singular turn. He does put troops on cap. That's not a lot, but it's not nothing. It's to ensure that if pink trades and gets through him, that he at least has to hit something on a cap. I think that that's fair. But this is that moment. Like right now, if white swings around and hits my 10, he basically ensures his own death. Yeah, I mean, you're just... Okay. Cool. Well, we'll pick up 3 cards off of him, I guess. He wanted to ensure his own death. It's just a shame that he sacked all of that into me. He's out of the game now. And he had a Joker. Interesting. Now, because blue missed multiple cards, he's actually in a weird position. Does he continue hitting red? No. Doesn't want to bite the bullet there in terms of the take. I need to defend both my positions. I don't know why you wouldn't fortify that back. Red does not understand what a fortify is, I guess. You attack red. You have 40 more troops than you have. Sorry, 48 more troops than me. You attack red. Backs all the way up. No. Oh. That is crazy. I can't. Not on this turn, dude. That's too many troops. Brother, we both know that this is your hit to make. Now, this is an interesting play by blue because you ensure that pink doesn't take the card. And mind you, I feel like pink's got to see the writing on the wall and eventually understand that you're just cooked. Like, this is black's game to lose right now, and that's why he wants me to hit red. And you guys have seen it before. I'm sometimes willing to go heads up with a guy, or 1-2, right? If we've worked well enough together. He's card blocking me. He's trying to hold me hostage here. Because he wants to finish red, right? If I hit red, he gets the elimination. And the cards, but red sets. There's no point, especially if you're going to split your material like this. He's ensuring that I don't get the extra troop. Does blue take this card? He does. Interesting. So that knocks however many troops off black's board. And black chose to put those remaining troops down there. Black, buddy, it's getting a little bit frustrating because I don't think black is assessing the fact that I took 50 troops to the face from white that he didn't take. And instead, he's going to knock me below 16 territories or whatever. I'm not in a position. It has to be you. You have 40 more troops than me. Like, why are you being such a bad ally? No. You can knock me down 3 extra troops. Congrats. Terrible. You don't get to hold me hostage as an ally. I'm not going to hit red at all now. Sorry, bud. We're going to sit here at a standstill for the rest of the game. No. You don't get to do that. You don't get to act like a jerk. You don't get to play like a jerk and then expect me to want to help you. I don't need the extra troops. I'm just not going to help you. And we're going to drag this out as long as possible. I was ready to be an ally, but I'm not going to give you, with 5 players on the board, I'm not going to give you first place for free. Because I don't personally trust that he is going to properly commit troops. Like, genuinely, I don't trust that he's going to commit troops appropriately to red. So I'll continue taking my single stinking card here. And he'll win the game anyway. We'll let red get stronger. Like, I'm getting the same amount of troops as red anyway, boss. And I could have just said thumbs up and done nothing about it. But I don't play like that. So I know that his big stack can't ever reach this cap if I never hit this territory. So there's just no point. This is actually a smart play by... I like what pink is doing here, by the way. This ensures that he will eventually have more troops than blue. Because he'll get the trade-in troops off of it. It's slow, but it's something. There you go. There you go. I'll accept your alliance now, because you were finally willing to be the one to hit that stuff. Jeez. I hope red slams it, man. I hope he just straight slams it. And then we have a chance. Otherwise, I don't know where he's going. A little bit surprised Black didn't make that move earlier, but... Okay. This is open to a take there. I'm wondering what happens here. Oh. Well, this is 4 cards, right? So Black didn't particularly play nice with me. It gives me somewhat of a leg up. Does pink retreat to try to take this? That's my question. I guess we'll find out. I could have betrayed Black there. I am now at the troop advantage. I recognize that. I'm not a complete fool. I'm not. I can't attack pink, dude. I'm sorry. I'm not going to give you the win. I can't. I cannot justify giving you a free win. This is the most interesting and important part of this game. Is does pink decide to sit on his own cap? Or does he go hit Black here? Because Black loses the game if pink decides to go hit this. Which is specifically why I didn't hit him. Wow. Wow. I would not finish this. You will die to blue. I think... I don't know. Blue's in a great spot now, man. Killguard's Black too. Oh, that's the other reason I didn't want to hit red. That is the other huge reason I didn't want to hit red. How do I attack blue? I mean, yes, absolutely. But I don't know how. He wants me to attack. Let's just throw him a thumbs up, whatever. He wants me to attack pink. Attacking pink is not the right play here. Maybe he's hopeful I'll give him second or something. I think he's just going to take 1 card and chill. Like, I don't... Oh, but he could go take this from blue. That would actually be smart. This is... If he takes this, this is so smart. Well played. That is so well played. Because you don't let blue out. If you don't let blue out, He's trusting that I'll work against pink. Okay. I like that so much, man. I don't think I have the troops to kill pink, though. This is what I'm most interested in, is does blue still hit this? He's going to sit on it. I don't think this is the right turn, though. I need to leave this open. Trust me, I got you. Just... I can't do it right now. I got you. I hope he realizes I'm leaving myself open to this. Yes, I am. But I can't do it yet. This is what I needed him to do. I needed him to overly aggress. And that's exactly what he did. And with good enough dice here, we can get him. Got the 60 to fall back on here. Black could bail. Even if you just hit here. Thank you. Yeah, that gives me extra troops. I hope I want to see... I think blue takes this card here. Yeah, okay. Pink stole this, that's great, but black has been my buddy until the end. He was a little bit not my buddy for a while there. I swear to God, man. This middle cap, not my concern right now. Because the concern here is that he bails on this position. With blue as the strongest player. If he holds blue off, great. I'll even let him hold this bonus. This may be black playing for a second, and then I finagled this appropriately. But guys, I understand I betrayed pink, but I never. Yeah, see, that's what I was concerned about. I knew he was gonna do that. I knew he was gonna do that. He was going to turn on me. Blue may just go for this, but... Wow. Blue just sacked his own game for blue. Or for black. The trust was that he wouldn't pull off that position. He pulled off that position. Not open to this. I still rolled. Cards in other spots. Just... Wow. Now black might legitimately win. I'm gonna take the whole 1 point here. All right. Wow. Wow. What a weird game. I didn't think I didn't think he'd do it. I genuinely didn't think he'd do it. That's an interesting hold. Blue trades. Does blue take this cap from me? He might slam this. Hope that I give him second. Does slam it. He's gonna open me up. Yeah. Nah, buddy, I'm... Until the end. I need to make sure I can get every cap. Oh, wow. No, you're good. Chris, you are good. Yes. Look, you are good. You have enough territories. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, Chris is good. I hope, Chris, if you ever see this, bro, you are good. You get second. I wanted to make sure I had enough territories to get through. You will absolutely get second. 100%, Chris. If you see this, you got second place. I promise you that. You had far more troops and territories left than the blue player. I wanted a cap run. I wanted to make sure we got the win. Blue gets third. You get second. Apologies to Chris if he feels that I wronged him. He may never trust a green player again. I'll be friends with you, Chris. We were homies till the end. Master level player and Chris. Novice on blue. Blue played better than a novice. Beginner on red does not surprise me. Expert on white and pink. Oh, this was like, can I trust him? I could trust him, and we ended up winning. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Quite a long one today on the fixed Alcatraz game, but I promised you guys a Felon Friday. We got an absolute banger here today. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. We'll be back with more Risk on Monday. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace.